Uh, we thank the teachers helping the group in the spatial number. One request, please, every time you use the song, we use our visual. See, the one sitting down can correlate it with the visual. So if we have the monitor, use it. I'm sure there is the song that has the lyrics, so that it will help with the audience if it is synchronizing with the sign. Okay? Request lang. For the teachers giving the spatial number, you use the song with lyrics, so that we can correlate. That's why they are not paying attention. It's good that they are not paying attention. You will see that the number is not signing. No, nag-memorize the dreaming. Okay? Now here we are again. This is now the third week. Haba pala, no? The third week, we are focusing on the gift of God. And I want to remind all that this gift that God is giving is the best. No question asked. Because the proof is that Paul is saying, if God the Father has given to us His Son, dying on the cross, He died on the cross, what more gift do you want? Because the greatest gift, giving His only Son, was given, therefore, halos all the best has been given. So that is one reminder that we need to remember and put in our heart that the gift God is giving, every time God gives, that is the best. Why? Because He is wise and all-powerful. If He is not wise, He may not know that is the best gift for you. Sometimes when you choose a thing, it depends upon your wisdom. Tama? It depends upon your capability. So that's why kung baby gani, the choice, when the baby decides or choose, mag-grow na kasi baby, ganyan ang iyamay. That's why in TV, the parent has to have the parents' guidance. Mag-guide ang parents, kaya baka pa na, ang tingnan nyo dun sa TV, mga pangit, mga bad, mga sanay. Kung baby ang mind, bubo, wrong ang desisyon, wrong ang giving. But we have an all-knowing God, wise and powerful, so we remember every time God gives, whatever God has given to you, that is the best. Tama? Intindig na siya. So, however, it depends upon how we respond to the gift. How do you respond to the gift God gave? When you say it is the best, the problem is how you respond. Kung baby man ang magtanggap, problem. That is why Paul is saying also, sometimes when we preach, sabi ni Paul, be careful lest you are giving pearls to the pig who doesn't know how to recognize and understand that what you are giving are important things, or spiritual things. So it depends naman sa person. No? So we are ready now as we are on the third week. And I entitled it, Unconventional, meaning this is not the usual barrier. God has given His best, He has given His best, but the thing that stops us are not the usual thing that stops. we thought the thing that stops are the enemy. People who are antagonistic with the gift. But to our surprise, ang gibasa natin na verse tells us one of the barrier that is unusual. The verse was about last Thursday. King Saul was ordered to kill King Agag, Agag. But he did not obey because it depends upon his eyes. He killed all those thin animals, but when he see the animals that are fat and good to look at, he spared it, even sparing King Agag. Now, when the king was spared, the verses that we have read tells us the descendants of the king, the Amalekites, killed King Saul. So it recalls back to the best gift. If you won't consider that is the best and disobey, then you will have punishment. So that will be next Thursday. They will be talking about the consequences, the punishment, the result if you won't accept the best gift. There will be punishment if you reject. You reject, disobey, not accept the gift. So this morning we will now focus on the barriers, the unusual barriers that stops us, you and me, in accepting the best gift God has given. Question ko sa morning. Question. Have you received the gift? Your response depends upon your eyes, upon your mind, upon your heart, your feeling of the gift. If you think, I have one teacher before here, he is still, at that time he was single. Isang December, nagpunta ako sa bookstore, paghanap ako ng mga book, hanapin ko sa mga teacher. Napilian ko ang isa ka book about how to choose or about marriage. So nabigay ko sa kanya. Ang teacher nga na, why do you give me a book that entitles about marriage when I am single? So we cannot appreciate that. Sometimes we are like that with God. We don't appreciate, we don't say that, we cannot recognize the importance of the gift. So atong teacher, why are you giving me this book? Ito nag-isang teacher, nag-isang awas sa kanya. Yes. Prophetic na siya. May prophecy, may God that what, when you are given something, there is a prophecy in there. So, it's the same. When God gives something that is the best, so that you have to appreciate it. If you lack appreciation, those becomes unusual barrier that stops you in receiving the best that God intended for you. One of the barriers is, of course, last Thursday we are saying one of the barriers is if our mind doesn't possess godly wisdom. That's why the verse in the Bible in Proverbs 14:12, daming ko rice nyo? Proverbs 14:12, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. In your eyes, when you balance, weigh things, tama. You don't know. soon it comes to end. Say it. Kasi kapag ito, diba? Dara? So there is a way, there seems to be a way which seems right for us. So God is giving His best, but the receiver of the best God has given as a gift cannot appreciate it. But He is depending upon His eyes. So there is a need. There is a need of worldly wisdom, depend using your eyes, using your feeling, how you appreciate the gift. But godly wisdom is higher. Sometimes you don't have to use your eyes. Especially the Bible tells us, we are to use our faith, not our sight. We are to walk according to our faith. Believing the God who gives the best. But if you use your eyes, napagkamangit ka. So I'm saying that the godly wisdom is higher. It depends upon the trust you have. Are you trusting? If you are using your eyes, that is the worldly wisdom that will tend to be guilty and will make you make a wrong decision. Narinig ko sila, nasingit sila. LOT. Ano na siya? Glenn, ano na si LOT ni Abraham? Hipyo. Later on, nagdami ang ilang mga animals, nag-aaway ang ilang mga servants, ako dito una sa grasses. So nag-aaway, like conflict. Sabi ni Abraham kay Lot, nag-trouble. You choose. If you go left, I will go right. If you go west, I will go east. I give you the first preference to choose. Si Lot. Ang mata niya, ginamit ng mata niya. He's not using the godly wisdom. Ginamit ng mata niya. Pili ako. Dapat under lang sa Abraham. Ang mata niya, doon sa grasses, nag-green, doon sa valley na may water. Ayaw niya ng bundok, bato, wala sang grasses, kaunting tubig, water. Sana, ito na. Sabi niya, okay. Because Abraham is just trusting, depending upon God. Sila iya nagdepensa iya mata. Ako pilion, dito ko pakanto sa SODOM, Sodoma. So, muna ang worldly wisdom nagdepensa sa mata. Taba to. So, ginpili niya, you know what happened later on? That was the end of it. He may be successful in having his wealth, but in the end, nawala niya. Because Sodom was punished by God, nagdula ng fire. So they have to escape. Kaulihin, in the end, si Lot, ang iya posisyon, CAVE, na lang doon sa nag-istan. Inawanan niya yun. So, at least I think a simple reminder that if we use the worldly wisdom, ang mata mo ba, depende sa mata. You won't trust the Lord like Abraham. Ilang mountain? Kung mountain gani, you will always look up to the Lord, rain. Give me rain. But you are blessed. So, ganyan ang problem, no? When God is giving His best, my barrier, because you're using your brain, and you will be using your eyes, you will be using your feeling. Kahit mga babae, feeling ka mo. May nag-court sa iyo. Ito, gwapo. Ito. Yung isa, hindi gwapo. Christian. May Ang inaalaman ka sa Bible. Nga kung Christian ka Christian, may peace. Pero woman, pero at least, mag-start na ang peace. Kung Christian abi ka Muslim, hindi? Pag mag-different yan ang religion, different ang belief, there is a tendency na magka-problem. But, sometimes, nag-guide sa iyo yung heart. Christian man pero wala ko feeling. Patay ang feeling. So, doon ka magka-problem because you'll be using your heart and not your God, letting God to guide you. Kagaya ni isang last Thursday, sabi ito kay Eliasa, the servant of Abraham, given a bigger responsibility of choosing a wife for Isaac. Marami na babae na gwapa. Pili ka sa isa, asawa ni Isaac. What did Eliezer do? Nag-pray. Lord, I should not be using my eyes. I have to use the Holy Spirit that is that. Godly wisdom. Do not depend upon your eyes. Ask the Holy Spirit to guide you. So nag-pray siya, Lord, many women. My responsibility is one. Lead me. So, later, nag-succeed si Eliezer. Sure siya ba, succeed siya. Being on the way, the Lord lead me. Ano daw? He did not use his eyes. He used his prayer. God has to lead. Wala ka mo anong ito mo? How did God lead him? Sabi ni Eliezer, Lord, the first woman I will ask to offer water, give me water, and she will respond, that's it. Ipag-guide siya. Ano na siya? Sabi, Eliezer saying, Lord, it should not be based, it should not depend upon the beauty of the woman, it should depend upon not the outer beauty, but the inner beauty. Ano na? Inner beauty nga naman. Kung inner girl, inner beauty niya is show niya na pag-answer siya, give me water, bigyan ako water. Meaning, ang iyang character. So, don't depend upon the outside. You give way to the which is inside. Inner. Sabi ni Eliezer, Lord, whoever the first woman to gave me water, sabi niya, can I have water? Now, ang babae doon, ang babae that time, sila ang gabalik-balik sa well, sa balon. Hindi na ganyan sila. So when he asked water, sabi ni Rebecca, yes. Di mabigat, ginaano sa ulo ito, di pa inom na si Eliezer. And then she said, also, I will give water for your camel. Ang camel, maraming water yun. Not only one camel, marami. So that means, si Rebecca, inside her heart, she is willing, she is giving attention to people. Karakter niya. So, si Eliezer did not use his eyes. Asawa ni Isaac lang ang buhapa. Nagpalig siya sa Lord, and so the Lord dictated to her. Kailangan yung inner beauty. So, ano isa consider? One consideration also, do not depend so much on the outer beauty. Consider what is inside. May picture ko doon sa Facebook. Ang bata nga langit, wala langit, nag-room. May babae na foreigner, ginapainom niya sa iyang mineral water. Una nagpagwapa. If you consider the people who are needing help, muna ang karakter. Nag-flash sa inong beauty. So, not so much on the outer beauty, but inner beauty that will be shown. No? Kasi ilasan. So, ilasan na, secret, no? A hard, difficult task can be answered by asking the Lord guidance. Now, itong barriers, tingnan natin sa number. I will give you a presumption o bigyan ko kayo background and then we will formulate barriers every time. Okay, yan na question. That's the question that we will answer this morning. I hope this time we will answer the unconventional barriers. So, what are the unconventional barriers in your path that stops you in receiving God's best? Oh. The Lord saying, here is the gift. Come here. How will you respond? Number one, sir. Okay, number one. This is the premise, number one, little A. In giving room to things that are not supposed to be given. What we give, what room we give will grow and become a powerful tool to overthrow us. Okay. The first barrier, unconventional barrier, the thing that stops us is when we ourselves are giving room, meaning we allow things that is bad. Bawal na siya, bawal. For example, sa kay Saul, bawal, sabi sa Lord through Samuel, you kill in Agag. Now, he give room to taking care of King Agag and taking care of the fatted animal. He gave room. Now, later on, King Agag becomes strong and overthrow Saul. Sabi sa verse, ibasa natin. I am an Amalekite. Si Agag Amalekite yun. From Amalek tribe. So, if she had obeyed the Lord of not giving room, there should have been no barriers of killing in Saul. But because he gave room, that King Agag becomes strong and powerful and overthrow and kill King Saul. So, lesson number one. Yes, sir. Okay, yan, number one. What barriers? Barriers number one, the allowed banned things in our life. If we are permitting, not Christian, small things that are illegal to kill. If we are giving permission to this, bad things, later on, they become rooted in our hearts and conquer us. And in the end, we cannot receive the best gift that God has intended to give to us. Sabi dyan, no, sa last, sa yellow, you don't know what friendship with a known person can lead you into. So, giving room to a known person. You don't know the person. Later on, it leads you into trouble. Sabi ni sa presidente, tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Pupupod ka, sabi sa Bible, dapat pupupod mo ang Christian man, ma-influence ka. you will be pulled down. And so instead of receiving the intended best God is giving you, because you have given room, you were defeated. And in the end, you were not able to receive the best that God has intended for you. So, number one, that is unusual because not the usual barrier, because we thought we can, kaya ko to, I can. Early in life, you can. But later on, diba, nag-upod-upod ka sa tao, sama-sama ka, later on, you don't know you are already influenced. Sa school namin sa Kuna, alam sa teacher kung sino ang estudyante na weak sa klase. May naala mga estudyante na matalino. So, ginawa sa teacher, sabi niya, I have an idea. Those who are weak in their ways of studies, I'll join you with the wise. So later on, there is a good result because those who are weak in studying were influenced na naawak sila, nagkapi sila. Because they are with the classmates who are doing well, natakdan. So in the same manner, if we give room to the bad things in life, later on, mag-grow na siya, takot lang ka. Nagano mga children mga old na deaf, na nag-wrong ways. Ay lang kung mga deaf na doing right, kaya mga children mahawa. So that is also one. Okay, number two, sir. Okay, ito naman. Number two, the premise is the world offers to our thought might, we may be thinking they are good. The worldly offers to our thought, we are thinking they are good. But in truth, they are nothing compared to what God has given, because they are the best. The example of this was that God has been saying long before, I have given you the promised land. Ang promised land was the land God has decided given to Israel. Bigay sa kanila. Now, no question, that land, the promised land, is really the best. Until now, ginaawayan sa mga tao doon sa Arab. We like Jerusalem because that place is good. Naapas na ilalim may mga minerals. Ang Dead Sea, there's lots of wealth. May mga elements doon na, wow, gusto nila sa nag-aaway sila. So God is saying, the place I have chosen for you, Israel, is really the best. But, when they are about to enter, makross sila sa Jordan River. Nakapadi sila sa, after crossing the Jordan River, that's already the promised land. Dito pa sila about to cross. But they have conquered these places also. Now, there are 9 places. Si Reuben, ang first son ni Jacob. Si Gad, J-A-D, 1/2 tribe of Manasseh. So, 2.5 tribes. Even though the land of promise was given to them, the worldly things offered to them, they have conquered these places, na conquered nila. Tingnan nila. The place is good for animals. And si Reuben, kag si Gad, kag 1/2 of Manasseh, dagan sila mga sheep, dagan sila animals. So, say, this land is good for us. So, these 2.5 tribes were offered by the world. Look, this is fitting for you. You have abounding animals. This place is good for you. do not anymore go there in the promised land. So you are just rejecting God's plan. The best offer of God is rejected. When Reuben and Gad and what happened of Manasseh, they went to Moses and requested, please, Moses, don't let us go over there, that place. So you're just saying, the land that of promise which is given to them, they are saying, this is not good for me. The worldly offers is good. Yeah. Worldly offers. Why worldly offers? I have lots of animals and this land. These are verdant places. Verdant like green. Lots of water. So, grasses here are growing well. It's best for us to stay. No? So, you noted here, that is the worldly offer. If Reuben and Gad did not use their eyes, ang eyes temptation. May naang tao sa literature, sabi niya, Lord, better you take away my eyes because these eyes will lead me to wrong. May tao doon sa literature, sabi niya, when I was blind, now I see. Sang nagpasya blind, di pa siya kay Gabriel, nagamali siya. Because what you see will lead you into wrong. So, when that happens, when he was blinded, sabi niya, now that I was blind, now I see. Now, Reuben and Gad were led into wrong using their eyes. The worldly offers is so, just like sa kaila. Abraham, you are giving me the first opportunity to choose, or you use your eyes. You use your eyes. That is the worldly means. The worldly means. But Eleazar did not use it. Si Eleazar didn't say, to choose a wife for Isaac, it's easy, Lord. Because I have eyes, I can detect who is beautiful. Ng long hair, pag ang white ang skin, pag shiny, pag smooth. You see, but Eleazar did not do that. Like, Lord, guide me, help me. That's why he said later on, I, being on the way, the Lord lead me. He was boasting on the guidance, the leading of the Lord. Kasi si Reuben and si Gad ang napalong nasa opposite. Sana ko nag-cross ang solusyon nga nagapiyong sometimes at times, mata, bilit sa umusawa. That's why, anong sabi sa Bible? We walk not by sight, but by our faith. Ano daw? Sa Christian life, dapat mag-walk kita. Don't depend upon your eyes. We walk by faith, not by sight. Nagapang ganyan nga, pag sight, ginaganyan ka. Simon Fernandez ba yung magaling yung stick? Sure? Ganyan siya. Ginaganyan sa Bible. So, those are barriers. It stops us in focusing the best God offers us. Because through the eyes, ma-lead astray ka. So tama ng Bible, no? We walk by faith, not by sight. Because may ano ko na karoon. Pinang mga nag-ingat-ingat, mag-ganyan yun sa iyo. Kasi number 2 yan, number 2. Ito ka number 1. Number 1, when we give room, we are saying, the bad things we say, permit, ikaroon, itapol down ka. Number 2, the worldly wisdom is given a priority over godly wisdom. Nagdepend ka sa imo mata. Ang worldly wisdom is walking by faith. Anong walking by faith? Meaning, when God says, I give you the promised land, believe it and it settles it, period. When God is saying, I gave you the promised land, believe it, finish. But Reuben and Gad and Manasseh are saying, we are given the promised land. But Lord, Moses, Eleazar, look, this place is here. Verdant grasses grow. It's better than the promised land. They are using their eyes. Now, the worldly wisdom is over and above godly wisdom. Ano kani ang godly wisdom, ano na siya? It starts with, tulog mo kung ano? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Ang worldly wisdom niya, wala niya God. Anything that are good, worldly wisdom. Yung nakita sa mata mo, tama talaga. Verdant grasses, fitting for animals. They are worldly wisdom. But ang godly wisdom is saying, I don't know, but I am trusting what God said. God said it, it settles it, finish. I just believe it. Mag-trust lang ko. Kasi hindi ka mag-trust, ma-sway ka man. You will be led astray. So sabi dyan, no? Sa blue, it says there, beware, not all glitters are gold. Not all glittering things are gold. Yung wala mga nagagano, kasi black, gold too. No? Sabi ni Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh, wow, verdant grasses, ito na. They are being led astray using their eyes. It should have been, Lord, I'm confused. The promised land or this land? Lead me. But if you are trusting the Lord, godly wisdom is trusting the Lord. You are saying, Lord, I'm weak. I don't know. I am ignorant. I would just to depend. I am just dependent. I am depending upon you only. Mag-depend ka sa iya. Why? Because He is wise, He is able. So, that's the result. So, the barrier of permitting will tumble you down. Permitting the bad things. Ng mga gamay na bagay na bakit pinapin. Okay lang to, I can control you. Later on, mag-reverse na siya. You will be controlled. And then, the worldly offers. May mga tao na Christian. How much is your salary in your work? 7,000? I offer you 14,000, 18,000. But when you receive that work, there is no Bible study. No more time to go to church. Kasi ang offer. Which is, best. May tao ba nga, kami siya mag-work, big-offeran siya. I'll double your work. Pataasan niya, I'll triple your work. Hindi ko siya, I'll give you 4-fold of your work. 4 times your salary. Sabi sa tao, no, I don't like. Because the salary is higher than the work I can do. Kung na kung mga offer, mga worldly offer, may mga worldly offer, but there will be a deduction of, example, no time to go to church, no time, bawal ang Bible, bawal ang prayer. Ano sa ang word? The worldly wisdom will use these things that are glittering to stop you in having a relationship with God. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is, the premise is, our natural knowledge, now using our eyes and our mind. Eh si Reuben at si Gad. Si Reuben and Gad, hindi na pala kayo dito. Si Reuben and Gad, when they saw the land called, the land named desert,